Guys, so tonight's dinner is meatloaf and baked macaroni and cheese. So I have the meatloaf cooking, and I made extra because John does like meatloaf sandwiches for lunch, so you'll probably see that in one of his videos. But this baked macaroni and cheese recipe, when I was younger, I used to hate cheese. Shocking, I know, right? Why? How could you not like cheese? Yeah, I used to hate cheese. I used to actually take the cheese off my pizza and eat the bread with the sauce. And yeah, gross, but I don't know what was wrong with me. And I used to tell people I was allergic to cheese in school, so I didn't have to eat the cheese sandwiches. But I don't think I was in college anymore. I was working, so I was out of college, hanging out with some girls that we frequented the bar a lot. And they invited me over to their dorm because they were in college at FIT, Fashion Institute, in Chelsea. That's my stomping grounds. And one of them made baked mac and cheese. And because I'm a polite guest and I don't say anything when I don't like something, and that's how my palate really started growing, I ate it. And I really liked it. So I recreated it, pretty much. So I have... This is extra sharp. This is white cheddar, extra sharp, that I had gotten from Publix. So I'm going to grate that up. You need some breadcrumbs. And I got the water boiling for the pasta, which I'm going to use those Trader Joe macaroni. Really simple dish. So I'm going to make that tonight. So let's get that pasta going, and then you'll see the next steps. And I'm going to grate the cheese. Oh, and I also like to add Parmesan cheese to it too. Let me pull that out. The pasta is done and drained, and then I have a buttered baking dish waiting to go. And then I shredded that white extra sharp cheddar, and I shredded some Parmesan because I like that tanginess. You know, when you have the mild cheddar, I always feel like it doesn't have enough flavor, so I go for the sharp, and then some Parmesan cheese just to add that tang, that extra bite of flavor. And then there's breadcrumbs. The Trader Joe breadcrumbs were plain, so I added some Italian seasoning blend to it. So they're a seasoned breadcrumb. Not much. And then some milk. So I'm going to add the cheese to the dish. And then I'm going to save some to put on top, the cheddar. So that's like half of it. And then I'm putting the Parmesan cheese inside also. Then you mix that around. Yeah, so, I mean, I did not like macaroni and cheese. Never ate it. Parents never made it. You know, Puerto Rican parents, they just didn't make macaroni and cheese for us. And when she made it, my friend, I was like, wow, that's really good. So I was making it like that for quite a while. And then the breadcrumbs, you have to throw them in. That's it. She didn't top them with the breadcrumbs. She actually had them mixed throughout. There you go. I don't know why, but that's how she made it. And she made it with penne, but I'm using the Trader Joe big macaroni. And then I'm going to need my 2 hands to put it in the dish. So I added it to the buttered dish, and then I put the remaining cheese on top. And then what I like to do is actually, oh, I almost dropped that because my hands are wet. I gotta switch hands. Can't do it with a wet left hand. All right, so I just put a little bit of milk. I like to, there you go, just a little bit. So a little splash. That was probably about 1/4 cup of milk, like 2 tablespoons. And then the breadcrumbs, I want to say that was about 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs for 1 bag of pasta. And it makes a nice big dish. And then the buttered edges, they get so crispy and crunchy. That's like my favorite part with the cheese. Yeah. So I have my oven preset to 410 because it's weird at 400. I got the meatloaf still cooking, and I'm going to throw that in, and when the cheese is all melty and it's a little golden on the edges on top, it's done. So easy baked macaroni and cheese.
And there it is. It's all done. Oh my God, it's so good.
Don't worry about it.
And then I made some broccoli with some garlic butter in it. And now I'm going to plate it up. I really hope you enjoy it. It's a really good recipe to try.